It's almost like as if you've done this too many times.
Alrighty.
Oh boy, I can't wait for you to lie to your audience again
I
and
won't.
be like, I played the second game.
I don't completely lie to my audience.
Yeah, you do.
Fully.
Yeah, you do.
Not necessarily.
You lie about almost every other part of your video.
Again, not necessarily. It's all for a purpose.
What purpose? To make yourself look good on the internet so you can win internet brownie points?
Yes! How the hell does he keep knowing these
And
things?
somehow, and yet somehow the people who also do this are the bad guys. Okay.
I mean, yeah. Again, how did you know this? You
My
watching me?
God, I actually. Oh my God, I actually just. You know, at this point, I might just make an entire exposed video, unironically, about you.
You're gonna expose me? Is that how it's gonna be?
Exactly.
He's gonna expose me. I knew it was gonna happen.
One of these days.
Here we go.
I,
Oh boy.
oh, like, is the video running? Is there an actual live stream? I can't tell this time.
Yes,
I don't have a
it's
handy.
yes, it's up and running.
Oh, hold on.
We're making bacon, cooking grease.
Wait, did you? Yeah. Did you just text me? Come meet me at the battlegrounds on. Oh fucking god.
Yes, I did. Is there a problem?
So cringe. Cringe off the bat, dude.
I thought you was gonna see it, make a slight nod, even though it's gonna probably make you annoyed, and then come meet me.
Oh yeah, great. Exactly. Would have just been more angrier than I already am on the pre-ramble, but okay, I guess so. But yeah, you also have to do the intro this time as well. Your channel, your rules, asshole.
You're gonna call me an asshole, alright? It don't gotta be like that.
Yeah. Well, the first stream was me being nice, and now I'm taking the gloves off.
It was being nice. That was being nice. It's like understandable.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a nice day. Just it's like yeah.
Hey, I didn't want to be. Hey, I didn't want to play my cards immediately, you know?
Immediately?
I had to. Exactly.
He really just said, I did not want to play my cards immediately. He didn't want to throw hands as of late.
Yeah, no, I had to introduce myself as a nice person at the beginning of the stream.
So
That way later on, everyone will be on my side, and so when I gaslight you about your terrible things that you've done, I would have a supportive audience member of one.
oh wow. He really did say some shit like that. I never heard no bullshit
Guys,
like this.
Guys, it's me, Def Puna.
Alright.
Coming at you.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Let me do it. Let me do it. Okay.
Yes, boss.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. It is I, your lovely host with the most, Crowd Kuma. And welcome back to my favorite co-host, my lovely friend. That.
Oh, that was that my cue for the intro? Oh, oops.
Yeah, just say hello to the nice people.
Bonjour.
Yes, and welcome back to the most likely three-parter of our favorite Danganronpa Trials tier list. I know you probably waited all week for it.
Welcome back to the 20-parter series where we'll just discuss one trial and we'll just extend that into separate parts. Because we hate being consistent and love wasting your time.
Oh, come on. If they can make it to 3 hours in the last stream, I'm pretty sure they can make it to another 3 hours.
You couldn't even make it to 3 hours after the last stream.
I made it. I just didn't know how to end it. We did everything we wanted to do.
You barely made it at the end of the live stream, and then you immediately crashed as soon as it was done. You like hanged up. You were ready to hang up, and then you just crashed onto your desk. And fell asleep.
Actually, I did. Ironically enough, the moment we hung up, I just slumped forward and just took a deep nap. I was gone.
For hours.
Like, it was a good 2-hour nap, and then I got up, fell into my bed, and just sleep for like another 3 hours.
And by the way, this man's schedule completely fucked.
Oh yeah.
Completely just utterly cracked at this point.
Like,
so if he's running low on energy, it's because he decided to completely mess up his sleep schedule as well.
why do you think my videos be just uploaded out of nowhere? Mainly like in the dead mornings.
Yeah, I wake up at like 4 or 5 in my job, and all of a sudden I see this dude just uploads his video like an hour earlier before I'm even awake, and I'm like, what the hell is this man doing?
Exactly. How? Oh man, it just happens. You're playing too many gacha games. You're no-lifing Overwatch 2, which got that canceled PvE, which I'm mad about. It just kind of happens.
This man wants me to go ahead and be like, oh, join me for Overwatch 2 at one point. Yeah, this game will last forever.
Okay. Everyone's mad, okay? I'm mad.
I'm not, because I didn't even play it, so I don't care.
Of course you didn't. Oh man, this is why I must stop investing in Overwatch 2. I need to stop buying that damn battle pass.
This man spent money on Overwatch 2, crooked.
I spent no more than $30, okay? I bought a skin and 2 battle passes.
Oh my god.
It was worth the purchases.
It really wasn't, but okay, try to convince yourself of that, Chief.
That's why I'm lying to myself, okay? It's trying to make me feel better.
The average Overwatch player nowadays.
The weakest I'm the weakest one, okay? I can't even play Overwatch for like longer than like an hour before I start losing.
You're the strongest Overwatch player because you have to lie to yourself constantly to be like, this game's fun. This game's great.
This game is peak. I don't hate this game at all.
This game's actually worth my money.
It's like, wow, take my money, forehead. I love playing this game.
I love this video. Anyway, should we even keep talking about this? Because I feel like the more we do, we're missing the point of what this live stream is supposed to be.
How else we're gonna keep the filler going?
No, why would we want to do that? You're already tired as it is, and you said, if I waste any more of my fucking time here today, I will literally just hang up and block you forever.
Wait a minute, why you make it sound like that? What? Okay, I am not like that, first off, people. I am not.
Okay, yeah, that's what he's trying to lie about.
I'm not like that, 100%. Right. This time, I have a lot more energy. I could last for like 8 more hours. Bazinga.
And then half an hour in, already he's tired. He's on the floor. He's just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Listen, dude, if I could talk to you for like damn near 9 hours, which yes, we have on multiple occasions, I can make it through a 3-hour live stream. At least I'm doing something.
Alright. Fair enough.
They're only getting a fraction of our conversations.
They're only getting a fraction of my power.
Exactly. If we could make this thing like a whole 24 hours and then be qualified on Twitch for like a whole like sub and partnership by then.
I don't want to be qualified on Twitch.
Twitch qualification. It's like a horrible nightmare. Fuck all that noise.
Yeah, look what you're doing now. Anyway.
Alright. Let's stop the bullshit and let's get to it.
Let's get our dirty laundry finished.
Alright. As a little recap, for the last 3 hours in the last first stream, we covered the first game, and I say that our tier list pickings have been doing good so far. You think so, Josue?
Yeah, sure.
You think?
Yeah, because we echo chambered each other so well. Oh well, and we agreed on nearly damn everything. And then we try to be like, oh wait guys, we're not an echo chamber, we swear.
We have very
and we're
biased and
actually
open opinions.
Yeah, and now we're probably actually going to show that we're actually different people and not just one person recording with 2 different voice modulators.
I'm telling you it's gonna happen. AI voicing is gonna go crazy. I'm gonna have a whole cast in here.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, yeah.
Alright. Let's begin with the very first trial. Destination Despair.
Actually, the first chapter, I can't even remember.
I think we'll just skip the whole context and just say who got murdered and who is murdered.
We'll just talk about what we liked and what we disliked about the trial, so that way everything can go in a faster pace.
Yeah.
So we don't waste everyone's time, and then they don't fucking hate us as much.
Pretty much. Okay, this first chapter. Teru, the ultimate representation of sex appeal, kill Factogami.
Shut the fuck up already, Jesus Christ.
Let me have this. If people can't have Mineta, then I'm having Teru, okay? You don't understand.
Let people enjoy things.
People didn't ask for it. People didn't want it. But I let it happen. Bam. You are now part of the minority.
Yeah, for all 0 people that are watching this, guess what his favorite type of character trope is? You'll never guess it.
$20 if you guessed it. $20 is $20.
$20 whole dollars. You hear that, chat? He is willing to go into crippling debt just for your guess.
I will give you my Genshin Impact account. Big facts if you could guess.
And you might as well just give him the $20. At least that'll be worth more.
How dare? You know what? Fine, take it. I'll let you have this one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good call.
But anyway, the one who was murdered was Factogami. Given some context, it's like, what the hell is Togami doing here? From the last game, he was a lot more thinner and a lot more of an asshole. But in this one, he seems a lot less like an asshole, but fat as fuck. He's looking like an ugly bastard. But he ends up skewered and dead on the floor. And no one's the murderer but Teru, the ultimate sex appeal and harasser. He's what you call a Redditor and a 4chan modder.
And he's my favorite character in the entire Danganronpa 2 cast.
Exactly. He deserved more screen time.
Oh man. What was it? The YouTuber who you stole the Celeste line from yesterday? Oh yeah, YouTube would definitely disagree.
I did not steal that line. It's just purely coincidence.
It's coincidence that I said the exact same line in the exact same fashion.
You know what?
In the exact same wording.
You know what? If she wants to beef with it, she can flag my stream down, okay? I'm making that thing right now. If she got beef, strike me with thunder, and I'll make a sappy apology video. Like, I'm sorry. I was saying something crazy.
I was off my meds.
It's like, no, I'm joking. Don't do that shit. I can't.
As me, voice actor, you have full right to copyright claim, strike, and take him to court.
Don't take me to court. I literally can't fight you in a court case. With what money? You're exactly. Effectively winning nothing.
You can take this channel, you can do whatever you want with it. Hell, you can just basically delete it just for the extra salt in the wound.
Oh man, that feels so much better. I can lose everything instantly.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Back to
the first trial. I think it was a good starter. You think so?
I liked it. Definitely a better improvement over 1, considering there was more crazy shit going on in this one compared to the first one.
Yeah, it feels a lot more better, a lot more refined. It was very familiar, but yet refreshing all the same. Certainly a
Because they
new
introduced,
location.
yeah, the new location, the whole class trial system. Most of it stayed the same, but they definitely introduced like new elements. You know, the whole agreeing with someone thing and the arguing between 2 specific people.
Yes,
You know, definitely
and
a lot more refreshing elements for the trial that makes the first one seems a little bit more bare bone in comparison.
and the characters, albeit who only lasted for one trial, definitely feel, were memorable compared to Leon or Sayaka.
Whether you like that for the better or for worse is up to you.
Yes, take that statement with a grain of salt. Actually, a whole bottle of salt. Just take that drinking bleach.
Just assume we're lying.
Yes,
Lying
assume
the
that we're
entire
that we're
time.
fucking lying this entire time. But
Assume we're an average commentary YouTube channel. And then
exactly. But with the trial saying and go, it's a really great first trial, and especially with this time with the class with the students here, and they all feel different. They all feel new and exciting.
yeah, I will say this about Danganronpa 2. Overall, this is definitely more memorable and likable cast than the first one. Because there were some that in the first game where you were just kind of like, why are you here? You here? And by the time you got to the end of it, you were just like, I don't give a shit about half of these people. Like anyone remember the fact that Yasuhiro made it to the end?
Hell,
But no one does.
hell, I don't remember him surviving. I was just waiting for him to die the entire time. I was like, "You're not dead? How the fuck did you make it to end game?"
Because everyone kept trying to frame him for murder.
This is
And then no one did it successfully. That's the thing. No one was successful in framing Yasuhiro. He was so stupid. Moving to the point that it actually just became plot armor.
it's
He
like
became like a fucking harem protagonist in terms of fucking luck.
and it's just like no one thought to kill him. That's the funny part. No one thought
No one
to.
thought he could have been killed on like 2 different occasions, and no one would have been like, oh man, I didn't expect that.
He gave me chapter 4 vibes, like chapter 4 syndrome vibes. So it's just like, oh yeah, this is the part to start killing off people who wouldn't make it to end game anyway. The more like ridiculous characters.
Yeah, and then unfortunately one of the good characters died.
Exactly.
Well, at least 2 people that I like made it at the end of 1, but that's not really important. We're talking about 2. 2's cast is definitely more memorable in a lot of ways, and they're definitely more definitely like more of them than I dislike them. I would say I only have a problem with like 1 or 2 of them, but even then, and they have their moments of that they shine. So
Same here. I already know where my point lies with some of them.
yeah.
But we're definitely gonna get into that as we go along.
Yeah, because right now, I like Byakuya enough. I like how he's immediately like he's the first mystery of the entire thing. Because it's like, why is he here again? And after the events of 1, what's going on? And it turns out he's the first victim, which was definitely amazing. So this game was already setting you up to being like, all right, just expect more crazy shit to happen than the first one.
Yeah, which is crazy. Especially when I first played it, and I was just like, Byakuya's here. He's fat? Wait, why isn't there a killing game when he's evolved? What happened to the rest of everybody else? Are they stuck in their own killing games? Were they snuffed out?
Yeah, why doesn't he
Exactly.
Yeah, why doesn't he seem to remember anything at all? Oh, definitely interesting. Taro, not the worst black in history. He's not like Leon or Celeste. It's a bit more of a shock that he's the killer. Mostly because you just be like, oh, fuck. Probably gonna be like a comedic joke character that's gonna make it to the end. but then it turns out he's a killer, and his motivation actually this time was more decent.
Yeah, that wasn't just for selfish
compared
reasons.
to the first one. Yeah, he had like a restaurant that he wanted to go back home to because he was like, my mom was like sick before I left here, and I have no idea what's happening with them now.
Yeah, and it's just like,
Sure.
wow, that's actually believable. I mean, it has the same beats as like Sayaka. What happened to her idol group, but it doesn't feel like the same. You know?
Yeah, but except this time, it's like now we know what the Black King's motivation is compared to like the first one, where it's like Leon. We never even really knew what Leon's motivation was for killing, other than he just wanted to leave, but we never saw what was on like his tape.
Yeah. Like we've never seen a lot of people's tapes. Shit. Man, my throat's dry.
Well, because it wasn't really relevant after like the first one.
I know it wasn't relevant, but that was kind of
First one.
interesting. I wanted to know everyone else's motivation, cause especially since with some of them, I know that they all came back later in the spin-off title. Not relevant, but
in the anime, that's garbage.
No, not the anime, the spin-off game, the mainline spin-off.
Ultra Despair Girls.
Yeah, I know that half of the characters stay with the motivational tapes. I know that half of them will come in tandem with that game.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I need
for-
to play it still.
for-
I need to play it, but I'm almost finished with the first game anyway, so.
Yeah, once you get done with the first game, you go instantly for Ultra Despair Girls, and then you go to 2. For anyone who doesn't know, it's 1, 1.5, 2, then V3. The bonus homework is clearly 3 the anime, but I'm gonna just save you right there.
It's not bonus homework. It's it's not bonus homework. It's bonus torture.
Yeah,
Torture
it's
for
just
those people who
torture.
are like this is for the people who don't value their time, who clearly just hate doing anything, who hate themselves really.
Pretty much. Just go watch Despair arc and Hope arc, and you're done. You don't need Future arc. I'm being honest. You do not need it. It's literally a fucking filler arc. Just go watch Despair arc. Just watch the prequel to 2, and you're done. You don't need anything else.
Just don't watch either. Just don't watch either of them and get the Spark Notes version of it.
True enough. You can do that.
And it's probably the better way to experience it. That's it.
Yeah, most likely. I don't think anyone can sit through like almost like 13 episodes and like
Unless your name is Cryo Kuma, which in case you're gonna be like, oh, peak, because this is part of my favorite franchise, and I can't say anything negative about my favorite franchise.
Of course. I gotta practice what I preach.
Is it that is not practicing what you preach at all? In fact, it's doing the exact opposite, actually.
The whole point is you know the list. 1, Ultra Despair Girls. 2, V3. Even though V3 is in its own bubble, it doesn't exist within the Hope's Peak trilogy. No. Listen. It's not like I meant in terms of continuity. I meant in terms of like continuity. It exists outside of the Hope's Peak trilogy.
Yeah, sure. That's definitely the reason why you're saying that, and not because of any other underlying reason.
Shut. We'll get to that. We'll get to that point when we cross there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Oh boy. Get ready for the doozy that is his reasoning for that at the end.
Oh boy, I can't wait for that to happen.
I can't wait until we hype it up, and it is the most disappointing part about this entire thing.
Like a 3-parter just for that. It's like,
Yeah, where we keep hyping up what your feelings are on V3, and it's just absolutely just like, oh, I actually love this game, and it's the masterpiece of all time.
It's like, no, they're gonna know my feelings about it.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Guys, if we don't prove it in this one, we're gonna definitely prove it in V3. I swear.
Exactly. Anyway, I would say I want to personally rank the first trial of the second game in I guess in a low A. It's a good starter, and I think it'd be a nice to have a first trial to be somewhere high for once.
I will rank this B. B4, boy. This was an upgrade from the first trial of the first game, but damn, is it any better than the trials from A tier?
True enough. It's not higher than the rest of them, but I say it's a good starter trial, and definitely it brought a whole lot of new experiences and a whole lot of things to the game.
More refreshing introductions, and the whole Nagito twist, which we didn't even talk about, by the way. How the fuck did I not talk about Nagito?
I was gonna bring it
One of
up.
my favorite characters.
But
What the hell's wrong with me?
I was gonna bring it up, but I didn't know how to bring it into it. I should have brought it with
the whole Nagito twist.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That trial went crazy as soon as that shit was revealed. It's just another twist that they wanted to add. Be like, look at the ultimate lucky student. Last time he was like the one that helped everyone move forward, and now this time he's the one sabotaging everyone.
Exactly. He's going crazy.
Is this trial actually A tier? The high B for me, but maybe it's an actual A.
I think I also want to add the fact that this is the first trial we had well, I mean, you could call me if I'm wrong, but this is like the first trial that the murder wasn't meant to murder the person. He murdered the wrong one.
I think first trial, first game, it was just literally a random draw the hat lottery style kind of thing. Second one was just Mondo did that in a fit of rage, so would that count technically? Would you count that?
I don't know. 'Cause I know this is the first trial where the killer didn't, killed someone that wasn't the intended target.
I mean, technically, you could also say that about Mondo and Chihiro, because Mondo technically wasn't going to kill him until he started bringing up the whole secret thing.
Yeah, but I feel like that's more under duress and stress. I don't think that. I mean, I think that'd be separate because.
Like, it's like actual targeted. Like,
yeah.
actual, just like, my victim was meant to be this person, so I can get away with it. Oh, okay, then.
Yeah.
I guess Mondo wouldn't count. Busted her plan. Sakura killed herself. Game. No, actually, this would be the first time someone can get their intended target.
Yeah, because since Teruteru was going to kill Nagito, but Byakuya was there and stupidly saved Nagito. But it was all for a purpose. Because if Nagito would have gotten the knife that was under the table that was painted with this nightshade looking color, like glow in the dark paint, he was going to use it to go kill Hajime, our main protagonist. So inadvertently, he...
Was it?
Yeah.
Did he say he was ever going to target Hajime?
Yeah, because since he was close to the table.
I thought he was... Oh, okay, that's what you meant. I was like, I don't remember him being like, I specifically wanted to kill Hajime because that son of a bitch owes me some fucking money or something like that.
Yeah, I remember because he had the knife under the table because he was going to stab the closest person there, and that was Hajime at the time. He was going to be the unlucky bastard.
And then Hajime survives because he's the main character.
Exactly.
But anyway, I'll give this a high B still after all this talk. Maybe. I might change that later to an A because it's actually...
Here, you want to just leave it? You want to leave it as high B for now, until we take care of the other ones?
Yeah, sure.
Cramming it in the nice high B, beating out a boy's life of despair.
Yeah, it's definitely better than all the cases in B, but ranking this compared to the cases in A, I don't know.
Yes. Alright. Let's start with the second trial. My personally favorite trial. Sea and Punishment, Sins and Coconuts. Debatably
Your personal favorite what?
My personal favorite trial.
Oh my... Are you sure you're not mistaking that for another one, buddy?
No, this is my personal favorite one. Like, besides the next one, this is one of my other favorite ones. Alright, just to cut the long story short with this one, Sword Girl, known as Peko Pekoyama, killed Mahiru, the photo girl, in the beach house. And it was.
Yeah, by the way, the reason I brought up that comment is because I think I remembered in your original tier list when you were ranking this track, you were like, Peko Pekoyama fucking sucks. She's so fucking stupid.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand why she did that shit.
I mean,
I think that's the reason why I confused it with Asahito from like last time. Because I don't remember if you said that for both cases. This was just like a Peko Pekoyama target. Yeah, but you were just like, you were fucking angry at Peko Pekoyama. Like she was like a real person. She just come like kicked your dog or something in front of you.
Please, going forward, let's not ever refer to my other tier list ever again. Going forward, I will always refer to that tier list. Are you kidding me? This is the whole reason why I brought this up in the first place. You always gotta bring up that hunk of shit.
I gotta, dude. This is the whole reason why we're even doing this.
I know. But now talking about it, well, we're going to talk about it. My opinions has kind of changed a little bit.
Now, after watching the Noise Me voice actor video and actually trying to give her reparations for me plagiarizing from her,
no,
I can now say this is my favorite.
I simply liked it because how the murder went. And how it was so good. And, you know, man, because the bikinis and all. Moving on from that.
And Terra is a self-insert character.
Exactly. If only he was still alive, damn it. I'm telling you, he would have made this whole game be a 10 out of 10 on IGN.
If only he was shorter, then he would have been actually just me, for real.
Exactly. He had to be like 4'1", for real.
He had to be 3'2".
he had to be.
And he had to be like 20 times dumber as well.
Exactly. How'd you know?
Exactly. Oh man, thank God no one's gonna watch this fucking live stream.
Thank Christ, I know. Like, hello, fans of like 3 billion. I get those Mr. Beast numbers.
Oh, Noise Me voice actor fans. Oh man, why did you come to this video? Are you coming here for certain flagging purposes? Oh man, I can show you the timestamp below.
You sellout bastard. Trying to catch the bag, huh?
I am not associated with the Cryokuba plagiarism.
Oh boy. Anyway, I like this trial. I think it was good. It was certainly, speaking for how long it was, like damn near 2 hours. But I like it. I like the. It's the same thing as the first trial, and like the first game, the second trial. How emotionally heart-pulling it was, especially the whole murder mystery about, you know, murder case syndrome. That's about Fuyuhiko's sister, who killed her, and all this that around the that evolved around them. It was giving out more lore to the characters.
Yeah, the Twilight murder syndrome case.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty fucking amazing. And, you know, me being a complete Danganronpa 3 anime watcher, it felt good to actually watch it animated. Something that someone here wouldn't understand.
Yeah, an absolute dick writer who absolutely wastes his time with shit.
Hey, it's not
in their right mind.
It's not Dig Writer, it's Meat Muncher, okay? If you're gonna insult me, you're gonna at least say it right.
Cock Muncher, got it. You technically are a cock muncher. I mean, you technically are a cock muncher, but we'll get into that skeleton in your closet very soon.
Hey. Listen. Anywho, the second trial was good. I liked the 2 hours it provided. I love the whole murder mystery about the other people, including Fuyuhiko's sister who got cracked in the head. To me, it gave it like a whole like vendetta vibe. It wasn't like an actual murder.
That's smooth transition. Only you.
Of course. The one thing I personally don't like is the sparkling justice thing. To me, it felt unnecessary. It just dragged up the trial a lot longer than we need to. We already know who killed her. We already know who done it. You know, the sparkling justice thing sucked. Okay, I can say that with 100% honesty.
Did we know who killed her at the beginning? I don't remember.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty much just Peko. Because I think at the time.
Oh, you mean like at the end?
No.
The end of the trial. Oh, okay.
No, overall. Well, I knew overall who did her in.
I didn't. I was honestly surprised it was Peko. I was just like, no way.
Because it's just like.
It was her the entire time. And I was blinded by my biases because I liked Peko at that point. I was like, she's the waifu. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I can't accuse her of murder. That would be wrong of me. And then lo and behold, he does it. And now that I think back about it, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, she definitely could have come into this. But
because going by, because it's like no one else was really there. Hyoko wouldn't murder her because she was unconscious and she ran out by the time we found her dead body. And everyone else, including Akane, just was either there or just left. Pekuyama's the only one who could commit this murder flawlessly. Especially with that sword in the window trick.
I mean, there's also the fact that there were like 4 girls that were like meeting up for the beach house thing, so any of them could have had the ample time to do it. It wasn't like Peko played the game, and so...
Exactly.
Oh, it wasn't exactly like, oh yeah, case fucking shut, I'm Sherlock Holmes. Holmes over here.
True enough. Like, Hyoko couldn't do it because that was her friend. You know, Chiaki couldn't have done it because it's Chiaki. It kind of cracked her head.
Wait, did you say Kyoko?
No, shit, Akane. I'm sorry. That was a misspoke.
I think you're trying to say Hyoko.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's just call her Gremlin. I get the mix up so many times.
Mode. Yeah, because you hate Hyoko. You're like, this is the worst character ever.
No. The little gremlin, she couldn't have done it. Because that was her friend. Akane cracked her head with something. And Chiaki was there. And and there's Sonia. Did she ever went to that beach house yet? If I remember correctly?
Sonia?
Yeah.
I remember, but it's not relevant.
True enough. The whole point was Fuyuhiko and Peko and My Hero. That was the whole point of the trial. That was ultimately the motive. It was similar to Secrets, but it was more about past and what happened. Giving them, the insider. It's like, oh yeah, Fuyuhiko's sister was murdered by Mahiru's friend. So in vengeance, Pekuyama or Fuyuhiko killed Mahiru's friend. And
oh yeah, because that's the whole.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the trial.
Yeah, because they were like, because it was like, turns out the video game was actually just based upon like the memories of like the 6 who were involved, and it was like Ibuki, Mikon, Mahiru, Hyoko, Fuyuhiko, his sister.
Yeah, Nezumi, if I remember correctly.
Desumi.
Yeah.
The fuck is Desumi?
No, Nezumi. If I remember correctly, that was her name.
Nezumi. The little sister's name?
Yes. If I remember correctly, that was. But the point being, it was the incident that showed, and what earlier we perceived was just a personal hit. Turns out it was just a lot of things. But going with the trial, after the whole sparkling justice bit calmed down, it was always going back and forth between Pekuyama being a tool to Fuyuhiko telling her that she's not a tool and she's something more than that, and she's just not just some weapon. And that was ultimately a lot of back and forth. Because ultimately,
they were trying to get into they were trying to get into the specifics of it, because it was like, did Fuyuhiko technically murder someone or not? Because he ordered someone else to do the killing blow. That would technically be accomplices, but then again, we also have to remember the rule where it's like
only the black can will be executed.
Only
No,
the one who actually committed the hit
yeah.
is going to be the one who gets taken down.
So even then, it wouldn't even matter. So if we convict Fuyuhiko, Pekoyama will graduate and everyone else will be killed. But we convict Peko, she would be the one to be executed. So the whole point of that was just trying to be like, you are a person. You made this decision. You killed Mahiru. Mahiru didn't come with no murderous attempt.
Well, the whole thing is that it's just that Monokuma was trying to get everyone to make like the whole like wrong decision thing because of later on.
Mm-hmm.
Because of a later on thing at the ending, but it's like he's trying to get everyone to get like the wrong like choice.
Yeah.
Choice because he's just like, well, she technically killed someone, and then there's like the cruel irony of just like, well, if Pekoyama thought she was like a tool for Fuyuhiko, she ultimately failed her purpose because at the end of the day she killed someone, and since she's the killer, they didn't convict her of being the killer. She would ultimately end up sending Fuyuhiko and everyone else just pretty much to die. Right.
Pretty much. So it's either you take the L or you don't take the L. It's like take an L or take a bigger L.
Yeah, exactly. And then Pekoyama was executed, and then I was like, no, this video game ruined my life and my family, and killed my children.
It's like just discard him. But yeah, Trial 2 was really good. I say it has the same level as the first game with Mondo and Fujisaki. It has that same level of it wants to make you cry a little bit. Just a little bit. But mainly for Peko and Fuyuhiko, to be honest, I did not really care for Mahiru. Like, to me, she was kind of forgettable. And by that point, I was just like, if you die by then or by now, I don't think I will feel sad. I'm just gonna just shrug it off and just solve the mystery.
Yeah, then now this is the point where we kind of had to bring this up because we didn't bring it up in the first one.
What?
This is one of the main issues I have with the entire Danganronpa series as a whole.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it's like the free time events. Like, I understand what they are, and in theory, that can definitely lead to interesting character development because if it's like one specific character you want to hang out with, you learn their backstory, that means you get more attached. But there's also the constant risk of this person could be the next killer, or this one's the next victim. Or they can just be taken out in a number of different ways. In the story. So it's like depending on who you talk to, you can learn more about that person. But the trade-off is that you don't talk to everyone on the island because it's literally just impossible to get everyone's backstory within the main game itself.
Which is hard,
so it's impossible. You can't do it within the game. The only way you get all the character interactions is just doing the school modes. And like, I'm the only one who, both of us, I'm the only one who did the school mode for all three games, and I've interacted all 16. Well, actually, 16, 32, and then like 47. I'm doing my math right. 47 students, and got all of their interactions.
I know I haven't.
So I learned. So I know like more of these characters, and I'm just like, well, it kind of sucks. And it sucks that you can't do this in the main game. And like, I understand why, but it's still just like, certain characters can get more development and less, and other characters get less development.
Yeah.
Just because of this system, and so it's just like a balance that really can't be reached with the system. It's one of the biggest flaws of the entire franchise. And I definitely feel like there are cases where it's like Mahiru, Sayaka, Leon from the first game. You know, just any amount of the Blackens, and you're just like, oh, I didn't really care about this one. It's probably just because you couldn't interact with them all the way through. You probably didn't do the school modes for these games, because God,
True enough.
it's not worth it.
I mean, that's why going forward with the Danganronpa games, I always made sure I played. Like, the people I knew who were going to be dead by the end of the trial, by the chapter, I made sure to hang out with them at least once. Like, one with the victim and one with the murderer. Just to, I guess just to be like, alright, at least say I did something with them.
At least I talked to them once, but like sometimes it's just like there's nothing of substance there. You have to just get deeper and deeper into it, and that's just kind of the problem with this entire free time system. It has its positives for sure, but the character that you want to interact with most will get more development. But on the negative side,
like, you don't even know if they're gonna end up dead.
Might just get screwed over. You won't get to know every character perfectly well, and so just some of them are just gonna feel less empty. Some of them are just gonna feel more empty, and just feel less attached to the story overall.
Especially on a
sucks, but it's just how it is.
Especially on a blind playthrough, when it's just like, oh yeah, it sucks to be invested in these people if they're just gonna end up dead anyway. You know?
I feel like there's supposed to be the whole thing where it's just like, well, then now this makes it more special. Because it was like you hanged out with this character for this long, and this is the interactions you had before they ultimately passed away.
True enough.
But, you know.
Yeah, but the what back to My Hero though. Like.
And also, this is why it's like if you hear us being like, oh God, we don't like these characters as much or something like that, it's probably just because we haven't interacted with them as much. I mean, I've done all the character interactions, but like some of them I can't even remember.
Yeah, but that was probably till after the game.
On the top of my head. Yeah. It's been a long time since I did all those, and plus 47 fucking characters that I have to remember. And Danganronpa 1's organization ain't exactly the best.
Exactly. But I guess to walk back to like to My Hero, that might be the ultimate reason why I personally didn't feel anything when she died, even though I tried to hang out with her as much as I could, because it's like she'll get better, she'll feel like she'll get better. I ultimately just didn't feel nothing with her. It's like, man.
Yeah, there's also that other thing where it's just like what's going to affect people differs from person to person. So even if we did all the interactions, at the end of the day, if we don't like a character after all the interactions, what can you do? This is why I don't like Toko. I did all of her interactions. I still fucking despise her.
Toko will eventually get better, people. I said eventually. I'm not promising anything. The only one game that she actually became somewhat of a decent person.
Yeah, the lies here are just.
It's not a lie.
Unimaginable.
Once you play off your backlog, you will see that I was somewhat right.
Okay, when you word it like that, I'm just gonna make sure you were absolutely wrong about it.
Don't worry, I'm not wrong this time. I know out of all times I was wrong, I was blatantly wrong. But this is one of the few times where I was right on certain things. And Toko's development does get a lot better.
So, better pray, because if it turns out I hate this character, and I want them dead, guess who's getting the mob on them?
Of course, I'll take that responsibility in full. I played the games. I'll eat that shit.
I played the game. I played the first 10 minutes, and then I just agree with everyone else's opinion about it.
Yeah, you better be careful before I try to go live stream OG Despair Girls. Speaking of which, I need to go check that out eventually.
Yeah, I'll sure watch that. Yeah, probably should, but
I'll check it
anyway,
afterward.
Second case. Where are you ranking this? Because
I want to put it in B.
I know where I might. Oh my God, why are we agreeing? Why are we agreeing today? I'd probably put him B.
Because I think
Actually, no. You know what? You know what? I want to be a contrarian, and plus, this is my genuine opinion. Whichever one gets more hate from me. Hey, I'm gonna put this in A, cause fuck you.
you think it's an A?
I think it's an A. I think it's a really good second case. It definitely impacted me more because I like Pickle.
You think it's a low A or a high A?
Low A. Low A for now. Low tier god A.
No, I just don't think it's better than the first trial. From the first,
I just
don't think it's better.
I think it's better. I definitely think it's better. Better than the first trial.
Alright.
It's a more solid story. It's a more solid story for me than the first one. First one, because you barely learn about it at the end, versus this one is just like a more tragic, unrevealing, versus just all of a sudden just like, oh, Terra was sympathetic the entire time, kind of thing. Not to make that sound negative, but that's what it was.
True enough. I'll let you have this one. I'll let you have it. So I'll cram it in the low A. Outbeating Boys Life of Despair and the first trial. Alright. Let's move on to chapter 3. Debatably the all of Danganronpa. I said Rampa.
I'll let you take the stage on this one, because this is yours. This is your time to shine versus mine.
Okay.
You made an entire video. You made an entire video about this.
Oh yeah,
too.
I did.
We're
Scheiße.
not fucking puss out now.
Fine. The third chapter, Trapped by the Ocean's Scent, are known as the most divisive trial in all the Danganronpa games combined.
Is it the most divisive or just the most hated?
It's divisive. Going by my research so far, people are just, it's leaning towards hated, but people are just more, I guess, trying to understand the mechanics of it.
Alright, because you were in your original video, you were like, man, I can't believe people are trying to put logic in Danganronpa. Man, they're so stupid and dumb, and they shouldn't be doing that. Why are they wasting their breath? Do something better.
True enough. But to sum this trial up, the nurse known as Mikan, the ultimate bag fumbler, the walking Kobeni from Chainsaw Man, kill Ibuki and Hiyoko. Yeah. Ibuki, the ultimate musician, and Hiyoko.
I bet you he hasn't seen Chainsaw Man.
It's kind of funny. I'm gonna pay an arse for that. Hey, I need you to go cosplay Mikan as Kobeni and make her Spurg. I'll pay $300 in crypto coins right now.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Alright, chat. Unsubscribe. Start the massive waves.
No, you don't unsubscribe. This is the future you chose.
This is not... You can leave anytime. You can change the future, chat. You have the power.
Stop encouraging them to actually grow a spine. I'm trying to gaslight them.
I need to emotionally manipulate my audience.
Exactly.
Doing
I'm trying to gaslight them.
You constantly gaslight everyone.
Exactly. It works sometimes. It's like a coin flip. 50-50 will work. 50-50 it doesn't work.
YouTube headquarters. His real name is...
What, you gonna sell me out? Is that it?
Yeah. Much.
Oh god. But to get back on track here, the third trial is very divisive and mostly hated, mainly because of how the murders took place. With the murder being Mikan Sumiki, the ultimate nurse. Because people have tried to calculate and try to guess and try to find leap in logics of how she did it. Starting with the recording filming of Ibuki's supposed suicide. Given context right now, the third motivation for this trial in this chapter has been this thing called the despair disease, which is making everyone act the opposite of how they usually are. Akane used to be strong and aggressive, is now crying. Ibuki is now gullible, and Nagito is just Nagito. Nothing changed with him. But in this case, Mikan, the once shy and timid, always apologetic, and will always fall over and crumple like paper, is now, peaked the fuck up. Eyes widen.
Yeah.
So she, hashed out and commit this murder. She planned the murder and killed Ibuki, making everyone believe that she committed suicide. And also took out Hiyoko while she was putting the body up in the music hall known as Titty Typhoon. What the fuck was
My
that doing in
God.
Danganronpa 2? I swear, that shit never gets old. Like, Titty Typhoon? What the fuck kind of place is this?
I think that was supposed to be a reference to a movie, but I don't remember what movie it's supposed to be referencing.
I don't know. But yes, she killed Ibuki and then also killed Hiyoko. At the time, who was looking for someone to help her get dressed with her kimono, since Miharu was the only one who could actually do it.
Miharu?
Yes. What got the trial a lot more... The reason why this trial sucked, and everyone personally didn't like it, was how it all happened. Because people said there was so much how the word I can say it? It was just too complicated.
Inconsistent?
Yes.
Inconsistent one.
Yeah, that's where it was too inconsistent for the time framing for Mikan to do all this, to kill Ibuki and to put it in the music hall and then run all the way back to meet with people, have everyone else go meet with everybody else. Hyoko's in the music hall, killed her, hide her body, break the drumstick, glue the door, and it's just basically just doing so much that it would probably take a murderer at least a couple of minutes to like an hour to do, as she tried did in like less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's right. The whole logistics of the situation, where it's like, how was she able to do this? Was she a fucking time bender?
Yes. What kind of like speed force did she tap into to commit these murders?
I was gonna say the Ezra Miller
Yes.
Speed Force, where you're allowed to be as much of a shitty person. Oh my God.
Yeah, and that was like the main problem of the trial, was just how it took place. It's just how pretty much impossible the murder took place. How it was just borderline, just breaking beyond physics and logic. Mikan, the shy and timid girl who trips on herself on almost nothing, was able to make this super murder in less than 30 minutes, like a hot and ready from Little Caesars.
So you're just hot and ready. Well, we'll break your arm if you don't get our money hot and ready. You know what I mean?
But after said and done, it was a good trial. I think. Oh yeah, and also no, I'm set for later. It was a good trial. I like that Mikan remind me of Celeste.
Please, dude, go for it for now.
No. I want to get to it after it. I was gonna say that I like the fact that Mikan reminded me of Celeste during the trial, where she was just like flipping between like always sobbing and just being sad to just being so loud and crude and abrasive. Like, it gave me a lot of chapter 4 vibes from like chapter 3 vibes from the first game. It's just like, this can be Mikan. The person who was just sad and always apologetic is just now just the most schizophrenic person here. I was like, damn, I miss Toko for some reason.
I didn't, and I was like, oh, and I'm happy she's gone.
And by the end of the trial, I like the fact that it cued us in on more about the world, because the Disparities didn't just, make her a murderer. It also helped her remember a lot of things back from the GAT, their old lives, and apparently her quote unquote old love, which to this day,
Yeah, because
I can't remember who the hell was it. If I remember correctly, it was complicated because 3D anime really fucked up a lot of things. Not in a bad way, but just a lot of things.
yeah, of course, it never. No. When something gets fucked with, it's never for a bad reason. It's always for a good reason.
It's one of those you had to be there for that. But from that point on, like, it clued us in on the outside world and what happened in their past. She mentions that she remembers everything before coming to the island. And the question now looms, who were they before this? Weren't they just regular students before they was at Jabberwock Island? Or was something more sinister looming in the background? I would have to say her execution is very fucking goofy.
Yeah, did you get all your thoughts out of the way now?
Yes.
Or was there like any like last minute thing
I'm done for now.
you want to add? Okay, you spoke your piece. Now shut the fuck up and let me speak for an hour or so.
Oh, please, take it.
Well, here's the thing. I wasn't personally involved in the Danganronpa community. He released his video basically saying why he loved the third trial. He loved the third trial and why he thought it was like one of the best ones in the entire series. I can't remember if you said it was like your favorite of all time or if it was one. I know you said it was one of your favorites for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or in your original video. But the only thing I remembered is how essentially I got spoiled on that entire thing because the thumbnail for that video shows the art style of what happens when you finish the trial and reveal the black kid. So I was like, okay, I kind of know Lecon's already guilty. But like, the whole logistic thing, I'm not really interested in that shit, because at the end of the day, it's a fucking fictional story, and they're just gonna bend the rules sometimes for the thing like that. Like, is it fair to call out for those kind of criticism? Of course it is. Versus, I'm not gonna be like, here sitting and be like, oh, the people who called us out are stupid, dumb, waste of breath. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just... it's just like, okay, I don't really care. If, like, the logistics are being broken, at least, like, tell... itself is very interesting. I mean, first off, the whole discussion about this trial, I don't even remember, like, half of it was, like, the logistics being like, okay, how the hell did Mikon do all of this? Is she fucking Sonic? And the other half was basically like, oh no, we killed Yoko. What are we gonna do about this? This thing. And everyone complains about how this is basically the point where it's just like, okay, this is why this is the worst trial. Because Kyoko died. Alright, but Fuyuhiko got character development, because this is the aftermath, where Fuyuhiko was starting to change. And they all thought Kyoko was gonna do the same thing, but then she dies. And yeah, it's an... I wouldn't say you're in the wrong for feeling disappointed at the fact that Kyoko, who looked like she was about to get character development, just gets caught up shortly. And I really don't have any justification to be like, oh, well, you see, it's like this. No, you were right about it. I feel like that's just a lot of this trial in this chapter. It's just like a lot of disappointment and anticlimactic things, where by the end of it, you're just kind of like, man, I experienced that. It sure wasn't great. It's definitely the low-hanging point. In some ways, it's kind of better than the first one. Because at least the suspect isn't, like, too fucking obvious compared to the first one. But in other ways, it's even way worse, because there's just, like, at least with the first one, there's more, like, interesting elements going on with, like, the Hifumi and Kiyotaka thing going on. Versus this one, where it's just, like, motive is despair disease. It's always chapter 3 that has, like, some of the weaker, just, motives. Because in the first one, it was just money. And this one, it's just literally just a disease.
Just bullshit.
A disease that just randomly gives... It's just random bullshit that make some people easier targets. So, there's that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's... You know, this wasn't an enjoyable case for me at all, and it didn't help that by, like, a personal experience, that the first time I played these were on the Nintendo Switch, and I decided to go ahead and do all these trials on the biggest difficulty, which is, like, mean logic and mean, like, puzzle, or whatever the hell the other thing is. And fun fact about this, on the Switch version, if you do you can do the entire third trial on mean difficulty, but then the game will crash, and you'll have to essentially do it from the beginning again. Does not matter if you save it just before you even get to the end of it, the game will just crash, because, I don't know, Switch has fucking, like, 2 horsepower or something under its hood. I don't fucking know. So, guess who had to replay this entire trial twice, just to get it over with?
Oh
And so
man, I
I
bet.
already don't have that. But yeah, that already dampened my mood on the thing. But even if I didn't have that experience, I still wouldn't say this is the best trial. I'd say it's probably still the worst trial in the series. One of the worst. Just- I think it's just more of a significant downgrade from even the first games from like all the other trials here. And 1-3 he had its issues, but I feel like 1-3's lows were not nearly as low as 2-3's lows.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the whole thing where it's just like Mikon's execution. Probably the worst one out of all of them. Because it's just literally, he gets fisted to the fucking moon. That's it. That's the whole thing. And then they do it with the like a large amount of fan service, which I'm not gonna be like, oh, was this? I was just like, okay, whatever. Whatever. It was just kind of a boring execution. It's kind of it's kind of a boring execution with a really not interesting, a boring trial and everything like that. And that makes it the worst because it's just boring. It's just it kind of feels like a slog to play through at the end of it.
Yeah, I get. Yeah.
But that's my opinion. Where are you gonna rank this, Mr. YouTuber man, Mr.
Well, I was gonna say.
Mr.
I was gonna say before I
I will
ranked it.
destroy all.
I was gonna add on.
Yeah,
I was gonna add on another thing about it. Is saying that, you know, during that part where Hiyoko and Ibuki got murdered, when you mentioned that people were mad that Hiyoko got cut short, I remember seeing a lot of videos talking about how they would change this trial in particular, who they would switch out. I think a lot of people wanted Fuyuhiko dead, even though it'll just be the same thing but a different spot. You'll be trading someone else's character development for another.
Yeah.
And I think everyone came to the same conclusion that it should have been Sonya. Because I think after chapter 4 going forward, at this point, she really doesn't do a lot.
Well, she didn't really do much in the first 3 trials anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
2 trials going
It's only
back
like
in now.
chapter 4 and it's like chapter 4 and 5. She does the most, but like it's at the end. But we'll get to that.
Yeah, but going to this point now, at this point, people wanted her to take Hiyoko's spot because, again, Sonya didn't really do any much, so it'd be perfect to kill her off. Because it's just like, why the fuck is she here? She's just a body on camera.
For real, for real.
So I honestly couldn't see how they would personally trade out Fuyuhiko for Hiyoko. It's the same. It's going to be the same slot of someone losing character development. And I personally think I can't see Hiyoko make it to endgame anyway. I know that she'll have a lot of character development by then and she'll stop like shit talking people and actually be a lot more approachable and nicer. But I think it should just stay with Fuyuhiko.
Yeah.
Since
I like Fuyuhiko
he's technically the Byakuya
probably...
of the group.
What I feel like I don't really think he is. Byakuya actively fucked with like crime scenes and shit.
Well, I meant in
Try to
terms of
get
the
everyone convicted.
assholeness.
Okay, yeah, I guess so.
Just being like the most unapproachable person.
Like the first 2 trials, maybe, but even then, the first one, he wasn't like a complete dick about it. He was just kind of like, well, I didn't do it. I know you guys don't like me, but like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh man.
I couldn't have done it.
I know this.
Then again,
I know this isn't relevant, but I love the fact that Asahina slapped the hell out of Byakuya's during that first game. I think that was peak. That shit got me laughing when she did that. I was like, thank God
like,
someone did that.
Yeah, I think that was a catharsis moment for everyone.
I was like, thank you. Someone actually slapped someone in this game. Thank you. Someone can realize that shutting the hell up is the best method.
And then unfortunately Toko existed, and she decides to ruin everything, and basically the entire reason Case 4 happens is because of her.
It's like, great.
If you really think about it.
Yes, if we think about it.
Blame Toko for everything. That's what I do. And I'm always right.
You're not always right. You're somewhat right.
I'm consistently right. Anyway, before I suck my own cock even further,
Exactly.
where are we ranking this? Where are we ranking this? Because I know where I'm putting it, and I might as well say it now before we get to yours, because yours is the big surprise.
Hmm.
I'm putting this in D tier.
Straight D
Uh,
tier?
yeah, it's one of the worst trials in the entire series. Like sometimes the popular opinion is correct. Who would have thought?
Jeez, I was gonna just put it in C. I was gonna put it in the low C.
Nah. Oh man, your opinion actually changed about this tier list, about this entire trial. Holy shit!
I mean,
Can't believe it. Can't believe it. You had time to think about stuff and you changed as a person. Shock.
I mean, I'm just gonna just put it in C because that's where it just kind of belongs. I mean, yes, it was my personal favorite because I like the discourse surrounding it. But you know, still wasn't as good as the first two trials. You know,
Yeah,
emotionally,
but we're talking about,
it didn't
but
grip.
we're talking about like the entire like tier list in general.
Well, going by the entire, it's not better. If it's going by Danganronpa 2, it's it's right there on B, but overall it's a good C tier trial.
God, I believe it after all this time. Man, when I bring up the video at the end of this to recap what you changed about your opinion of this, oh my god, you're gonna be so surprised.
I can't wait. This is gonna hurt me a lot.
It just sure is.
But yes, you want to meet halfway and put it on low C?
I'm putting this in D tier. I think it's one of the worst trials. You can put it in C. It's your tier list, not our combination thing, like I said last time.
Fine. I'm cramming it into low C.
Hooray!
Jeez. All right. The fourth
Hooray!
trial.
Bullying always works.
Of course it does. We should bring back bullying in Stride.
Yeah, but unfortunately, some of us don't take bullying well, even though we always constantly bully others.
Who do you think I am, iDubbbz? Never mind. Don't even answer that question.
Guys, I'm making bigoted content. I made bigoted content. Basically made the fork right anyway. Let's not get into that garbage.
True enough. Alright, the fourth trials. Do ultimate robots dream of clockwork? Or known as the Disneyland meme. As I called it.
Oh yeah. I like this one. I like this trial a lot more than most people.
You did?
A lot. Yeah, I liked it more than you did, probably.
Probably. I thought it was a cool trial. I think what got grating after a while was the grape house and the strawberry house. That definitely got grating after a bit. But
Yeah.
in the moment, it felt good to be back in like a location that we was trapped in. Reminiscent of the first game.
What do you mean you're technically trapped on the island? I mean, I guess it feels more free in a way, because you're outside instead
Yeah.
of just being indoors.
That's why I like the two houses, because it's just like, oh, that's dope. We're back in like a closed environment. We're not actually on an island.
Yeah, but like the fact that the whole time you're slowly starving in there, and how the game makes it feel like you're fucking starving. Oh my god, dude.
I know. How do you feel about the murderers in this one? The murderer.
I love Gundam Tanaka. He's one of my favorite characters in Danganronpa 2.
You like Gundam Tanaka?
Yeah, I did. He was the first one that I finished like the whole friendship fragment thing in the main game.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, how'd you feel about the Blacken?
I was sad because I was like, no, not the biggest Chad of all time. He's dying? No, fuck this shit.
I know. I like Nekomaru. He was peak. He was based. He was dope.
Oh, I was talking. Oh, I was talking about Gundam Tanaka, but I mean, I guess you. I guess Nakamura was there too.
He re- he really he was like, yeah, Nekomaru's alright, and he's cool. You gotta admit, you gotta
I
like
kind of fucked.
Nekomaru. It
I
was
do like Nakamura actually. He's actually cool as well.
it was definitely sad when
Cool
he
as hell.
died. Hell, you got a Kane all sad about his death. I'm trying to figure out who did it. All white starving to death.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nakamura's just like, haha, I'm a robot. I can't starve to death. All you pathetic humans will though.
True enough. I I think during the trial, I liked the mystery of it. I liked the whole how like how they solved the grape house and the strawberry house. It was definitely interesting.
Yeah.
If I
Even though you were like, this is fucking grating and I fucking hate this. Why do we have to keep doing this? Why?
like personally, I think if anyone should have been the murderer, it should have been Soda. I wish he was the murderer.
I have to be Soda because he's just a mechanic.
Well, yes, because he it'd have been one of those talent-based murders. Since he's the
Yeah, because this whole. I mean, technically, Gundam used his talent as well.
He did, but I would like to see Soda actually understand the layout of the house, the grape house and strawberry house, and use that to his advantage for a murder. Because it's
Well,
often
that's. He's the greatest mechanic, not the greatest. He's the ultimate mechanic, not the fucking ultimate. Like an engineer.
well, yeah. I mean, I thought that would kind of go in tandem, don't you think? Like you got,
No,
it'll make you,
no.
like,
Those are two completely different ballparks.
well, it might. Well, from my perspective, I thought it'll go in tandem with one another because he could build like a lot of crazy things. He'll clearly understand how certain things work, or he'll get the just the like locations and stuff. And I
No,
thought the whole
no.
and I
Me- Mechanic and engineer are two fucking different. No. That's a completely different ballpark from mechanic. Hey,
okay,
bro.
okay. But the whole point is, I wanted him to be the murderer, especially with the things between Sonya and Gundam. I thought that'd be more of his thing.
Yeah, but then why would he murder Nekomaru?
Well, I wasn't thinking he was gonna murder Nekomaru. I thought it'd be more him trying to kill Gundam.
Yeah, but no, Kazuichi Soda survives. Much to your hatred for that.
Begrudgingly survives. The simp for Sonya who will give him the vindictive cold shoulder. Ah,
Yep.
his balls can never
But
be
man,
so bluer right now.
man.
But I like it. It was definitely a good. It brings same reminiscent to the first game with sacrificing.
Yeah.
Although Gundam wasn't dead, although he wasn't dead when the trial began, it was good to know that he killed Nekomaru in a fair fight. They had to murder each other, so everyone didn't have to starve to death in them two houses. I believe it was a noble cause, and it wasn't meant with malicious purposes.
Because the whole thing was just like everyone was gonna starve, or so Gundam basically decided who's he going to fight. He basically decided right then and there, well, we're gonna have to kill each other. One of us gonna fight. 'Cause I think some people forget that Nekomaru was into the duel as well, and had he won, it would have been Gundam who was be killed.
Pretty much. They knew it was meant to be a battle for the death. It was literally no choice.
Yeah.
And to also top it off, don't forget about the final room.
Yeah, the final dead room.
Oh man, the puzzle's hard. I'm not gonna lie. When I did that,
I had the escape room thing. I
yeah,
struggled like at the end to get like one of the two solutions. And I swear I felt like there were just times where I was just like, well, I'm right on the answer, but then the game doesn't proceed it. It's literally the fucking meat on the bone thing
exactly.
from like the first trial.
It's like,
My God, wait, how did we never bring that up? By the way,
oh my,
the meat on the bone.
we never did we? Yes, the freaking murder weapon was the meat in the fucking bone. It was literally like a bone shiv in the bone on the meat.
And the fact that the game wants it spelled out in a specific manner.
It's like meat on the bone. It's like it was like bone on the meat. It was one of those two. Damn, bro. That was a crazy murder weapon.
It was a crazy murder weapon, but it was just more of the fact that the game was so finicky and picky about just like has to be spelled this specific way. And I was just like, oh my God, this is fucking annoying.
I know. Oh yeah, and for Insider, second trial's murder weapon was a bat. Yeah, was it a bat? Yeah, it was a bat.
Right off the bat.
Third murder trial was the rope and a scalpel.
I didn't even bring up. I didn't even try. I wasn't even bringing up the whole fact of the fact of the meat on the bone with the weapon itself. I was just more bringing up the fact that the fucking final like, what is it, the bullet time battle?
Yeah.
At the end, and the fact that you had to spell out the murder weapon, and it was just so stupid about it.
Hey.
I swear to God, bro. When I played that trial for the first time, and you know what happened?
What?
I wasn't spelling it right to the game, and I actually got a game over because of it.
Damn.
I was just like, what the hell am I spelling wrong? It's literally that, and it's just like, oh, it's supposed to be spelled the other way.
Oh man. It's so.
Fuck it.
But anyway, I guess to kind of like to come back to it, like it was a good trial. Definitely sad. And yes, this is still the case for a problem of killing off anyone that wouldn't make it to endgame anyway. So of course Gundam had to end up dead.
Yeah. Gundam dies, and then he goes out in the most badass way possible, just standing his ground, gonna try to do his Tunebo magic, and
gets fucking steamrolled.
And yeah, and then he goes to heaven. Because he was such a Giga Chad. And that was essentially like, I don't want to deal with this guy.
It's like, I just hate this guy. I just don't want to do it.
I don't want to challenge him. He'll kick my ass.
Of course.
Like,
oh no, also during this trial, Nagito beat the final dead room and discover more about the truth. What we know so far, we don't know going by story. But it will play a big part going forward.
yeah. Yeah, because he starts treating everyone like shit afterwards. He's just like, you fucking pathetic little incels. What the hell are y'all doing?
It's like, you
breathing the same air as I am.
It's like, you freaking bums, you hobos, you absolute plebeians.
Buffoons.
Which is kind of funny, cause he just treats everyone like shit, even like Hajime.
Monkey Bay. Yeah, no. This was a good trial. This was a good trial. It's usually cases 4 and 5 in Danganronpa that usually turn out to be like the best ones.
Yeah. I would definitely say this one will be the fourth one. It's the fourth one
Hey.
had the A. I'm agreeing with this one 100%.
Yeah, people are agreeing with my opinions. Yeah, that makes me so happy.
The question is, where do you want to be at? Is it better than the first trials, like 4, 5, and 6, or is it just, it's just better than chapter 2 for the second game?
I definitely like it more than chapter 2. Do I say it's better? I wouldn't say it's better than the All-Star Apology. And I don't... Yeah, I think I'll just put it behind both the first trial games because... God damn. I've just played chapter 5. And that case was as good as it was. Although my opinion of it has slightly been a bit more negative because I remember there was just some stupid shit along the way in there. But I still like chapter 5 from the first game. A lot to keep it in the same ranking.
So, you think chapter 4 is better or less than chapter 5?
Less than chapter 5.
Alright, but to cram it right there between there. Oh, look at that. 2 trials in the second game has ended up in A tier.
What a coinky dink.
And it's only gonna get better or worse from going forward. Alright, moving forward to the next chapter, chapter 5. One of the more infamous ones as well.
Oh, hell yeah, the best one.
Smile at hope in the name of despair. Oh, I remember this trial. But just to wrap it up summary, Nagito, the ultimate lucky student, has pretty much set like the ultimate saw-ass trap to bait to get the traitor to kill him, like inadvertently trying to kill himself. All while he put alleged bombs to blow up the island. So it's like a really fast-paced kind of dealio for this chapter.
Yeah.
But
and then Nagito has one of the most insane plans ever in the series. Like, I think this is the most over-the-top one ever in the franchise. Up at this moment.
It kind of is really. It's like it's sane. I don't think anyone taught this level of like insanity before.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. But right now, it was one of the most wild fucking things ever, because no one could have literally seen what he was willing to do for that.
It was absolutely insane. But unfortunately, when it happened, after everything's said and done, the traitor, or in this case, whoever it could have been, was unfortunately picked by the ultimate gamer girl, or everyone's personal, bait, Chiaki Nanami.
My waifu. My waifu, no.
No, not my conventionally attractive gamer girl. Who was
the government take them away from me.
Yes. It was sad when she got convicted for the murder. And everyone was fighting so hard not to believe it was her. It really it hit me a lot harder, especially since ultimately it wasn't targeting anyone specifically. Nagito's thing was just a mere hunch, like anyone got put on the chopping block. It was just unfortunate that Chiaki was the one that got caught, which I think
because the whole thing about it, was just like he was just like, well, I'm the ultimate lucky student, I might as well put my talent to the best of my ability. And I might as well hope that just like one of these other 5 people, that all these people are gonna get it wrong, and that even if they somehow manage to solve the mystery of how I managed to do this, that the person that I kill is one of the people I hate, and not the spy, because it turns out he likes the spy war. Not at the end.
which is crazy. But ultimately, Chiaki had the one who had to die, which hurt a lot. And at that point, when she faced her execution, everything started going to shit. You know? Everything started falling apart. Hell, even the bomb that we never mentioned on that statue that Monokuma appeared from detonated. I would say this is a very this was like a very good trial. Like, this is probably one of the best chapter 5. This outbeats the first game by like a wide mile.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna rank this tier, this whole trial, S tier.
I would have to agree. It belongs in S just for how amazing it was alone. The blackened, the murder, it's all of it. The setup was phenomenal. Like the fact that by the end of this trial, I was left just confused, hating Nagito for the fact that he set this shit up to begin with, but also very heartbroken that Chiaki had to die. It was ultimately one of like the best trials.
Just the amount of insane twists and turns. Nagito's whole thing, Chiaki's, the way she goes out, everything about this trial is just, perfect. Too bad the next one didn't. Too bad the next one afterwards didn't do much. Would it?
Oh yeah. Shit.
Well, we'll get there.
Oh, chapter 6. Oh man. This is the end. Like goodbye, Academy of Despair.
Again.
The final trial. Everyone loves the final trial of these mainline games. They're super long. They're heavy on exposition, and you wish you could just spatter your brains playing these trials, but you wish you could. You just can't. You already made it too far to quit now.
It's too late.
The mainline villain for this one in particular was Data Junko. Yes, the infamous hoity-toity despair-ridden Fascination is alive again, but not really. She just gone Siri. Remember the alter ego from the first game? Yes, apparently she has taken some of that work, took into the same concept of that, but just ported over her own self into it to become Data Junko, or in this case, alter ego Junko.
Yeah, and then it turns out we find out about the other student that we never even mentioned because there was an overarching building mystery of like who these 16 students were, why they're in these circumstances and everything. And then we heard the name. I don't even remember what it is. Ask the super Danganronpa fanboy over here.
Wasn't it Izuru Kamakura? Kamakura. Yes, queen.
Kamaguri. I don't remember.
It's Izuru Kamakura, are known as the Ultimate Hope. And the shocking reveal is that Hajime is Izuru. Like, he is the Ultimate Hope. Because in Jabberwock Island, that whole killing game, the world that they're in is a simulation created by the Future Foundation to put them all there. Because the truthing...
Guys, it's the Matrix. Guys, it's the Matrix.
No, Andrew Tate's not here. He can't snap you out of it now.
Settle down, kid. Daddy has to fight the Matrix. Fight the war. But
that's the truth. They were all in the simulation. They were all in deep in sleep. Because the truth has been revealed that they are known as the remnants of despair. People who follow by Junko's way of living, of inflicting despair no matter how big or how little. Some of them, they were like devout followers. Because going back to the Despair arc lore, Junko was the one who broke him in the first place. But you guys... Oh my god, just Danganronpa lore? Yes. You guys won't understand. But yes, the other remnants of despair, they themselves have inadvertently caused the end of the world. No, more ending than it already was.
It's all fucked, and then you...
So Future Foundation Feature Foundation and inherently with Makoto Naegi in tow and anyone else who survived the killing game offered them a simple deal to be rehabilitated to be reformed in the Neo World program, which is where they're currently being deep dived from. But Junko's plan was to simply infiltrate via virus to infect everyone here, and inadvertently just take over their bodies so that they could all become Junko. Both in body and mind. So the rest of the trial is now just fighting off Junko and proving that they could create their own future with the help of guest appearances from Kyoko, Makoto, and Byakuya, who's not fat and still much of a silent asshole as he is. All the while Hajime is fighting himself, believing that he is himself and not Izuru Kamakura. With one last help from Chiaki, Hajime became his ultimate self and he will fight for the future.
Yeah, he became Ultra Instinct Hajime.
Yes, and they all agreed to destroy Junko. They all agreed to graduate.
And they all lived happily ever after.
No, well,
The end.
kinda, not really. Who knows? But I gotta say, the trial in this one wasn't as bad as the first game. I guess it wasn't just cramming down all the hope and despair, and it was giving more lore about them, especially that they were remnants of despair.
Yeah.
Even,
Yeah, so this one has what it's going on for. It has more interesting things going on for it, but again, like every Danganronpa ending trial, this is my personal opinion, and I don't know what this comp launcher is on. But I feel like these go on for way too long. I feel like you could shorten these by like 30 minutes, at least.
Like at least.
But no, they're just like no, we gotta make this like 2 hours long. Oh wait, that's the bare minimum. Whoops, I meant 20 hours long. You didn't plan to go back to that home and family in Texas, right? It's like Jesus. I definitely like this more than I like the other finale trial. Even though I feel like this one also repeats on itself from time to time. I definitely prefer it over 1-6. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It was a lot more better.
Because I have more interesting things to say.
And also filling in on more world lore.
Oh yeah, that sweet Danganronpa world lore.
Oh yeah,
How could I forget?
we forgot to mention like chapter 0, but even though it wasn't a true chapter, I say it was still worthy to be mentioned just a little bit.
No, it's not. It wasn't never worthy of anything. Who cares?
Well, besides plot relevance.
Who cares?
Okay, well fine. We'll just ignore it then.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Everyone hates chapter 0.
Even how are you gonna hate a chapter that ultimately just didn't do anything besides lore?
Fuck getting Danganronpa lore. All my homies hate Danganronpa lore.
Of course you gotta hate everything.
Yeah, I do.
But I gotta say, I love how it ended. I personally like how it was over. They decided their own future, they decided their own past, and wanted to make their own thing, regardless of who they were.
Yeah. I like Hajime's little character arc at the end here. It's very good. Like I said, there was more positives in this one than the previous one, but...
Yeah, because at least the first one was just a slog.
Apple. Had a lot of times.
Exactly. So I want to put this chapter, and honestly, in an A.
I want to put this in B. I'm gonna put this at the top of B, but I'll put this in B.
I'm putting this definitely over a high A over the last chapter for first game. So it's definitely better than that.
But do you like it more than the chapter 1 trials is my question.
Yes.
Okay, then you put it at the top of A.
Yes.
Dolly.
Alright, fine. Shut up.
Fine, shut up, kill yourself. Now.
Alright, we hit a good point here. And all while breaking at least an hour and 38 minutes. Not bad.
Holy shit, we actually didn't fucking waste people's time. Holy crap. You could do that?
I
How
didn't
since when were we able to do that?
I think we was able to do it.
We did it.
Any offering of the retrospectives on this game in particular?
Well, as you can see, we have better things to say about 2 than we did 1, because clearly 2 is an upgrade from 1.
Yeah, clearly.
Because we liked it more. There is the low-hanging fruit for me of just, here's chapter 1. Here's chapter 3. This is the worst one. But like every other chapter has been really good. It's definitely an improvement. Definitely what a sequel should be, an improvement upon the original.
Which I'm glad about. It feels a lot more better. They changed a lot of things. I think this is definitely one of the better ones. The interactions felt a lot more lively between the cast. You know, there's a lot more serious moments but yet equaling out a lot more heartwarming and fun moments. It wasn't like Danganronpa 1's where it just kind of just felt heavy and just looming. And when those very good moments were there, it was light, you know? It was still overrocking just a heavy tone. But here, it felt a lot more laid back. It took itself a little less serious than the first game. And I kind of appreciate that. Jabberwock Island as a whole, all the other, like the various locations, the sunny beaches, and just this vacation-y ass thing. Even the intro starting the game was just a silly slice of life anime ass opener before the prologue kicked in, and then it became a real theme.
Then it became too real.
Pretty much. So I like the overall just laid back nature of this game. It was still a killing game at its heart, but it felt like, damn, you know what? I could be a killing game here. I could have one. Like I could dodge being murdered and still kick at the beach.
Yeah, this one felt. Yeah, I think it's just because the cast itself was just better all around this time compared to the first one, and where it just felt like certain characters were just there to fill in the 16 student slots, or 15, or whatever the fuck. Versus the second one, it felt more like these were actual like characters and people.
Yeah.
That you kind of cared about. So when their deaths came, it was more shocking.
Like it actually hurt a lot to actually see people die like that.
Because like compare this, like the death of Ibuki to like the death of like Hifumi. Did anyone care that man died? Not really.
Not really. I don't think anyone really gave a shit.
You know, no one liked Hifumi. Unless your name is just critical, in which case you think he's the peak character of all time.
I don't know. It gotta be like that.
I don't even think you like that character, to be fair.
No, not really. I think I only liked him because he was like, he was just like weeb guy. He's like, oh yeah, those anime, I get it. He's alright in my book. Just anime shit.
He's my representation for real.
Pretty much. If it wasn't for his whole anime shtick, I was like, yeah, never mind. After a while, he even got grading. Hell, I like Yasuhiro over more than Hifumi. That's saying a lot.
Yeah. I'm fucking him, yeah.
Even though.
But yeah, no, it's like.
Hmm?
Yeah, by the end of it, you're kind of just like, with some of the Danganronpa 1 cast, you're just kind of like, yeah, they did the big one. All right, whatever, move on. Like Hifumi and Kiyotaka, like, I'm pretty sure no one cares for those characters. Like, if you ask people their opinion on Kiyotaka, I'm pretty sure they would either come up with blank or they'd be like, wait, that's the guy. Like, that's that obnoxious guy, right? That everyone uses? It's one of those two.
Oh man.
Versus 2, where it's just like, wait, no, Ibuki, no, how could you? How could they? No. There's very rarely a time where I was just like, man, I don't give a shit about this character. The 2 were, ironically enough, it was my favorite fucking Hiyoko.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. When Yoko died, I didn't know whether to feel bad or not.
Not gonna lie, I do not feel bad for this character.
No, I just did.
Yeah,
Like, I just didn't
yeah,
know how to feel bad. Cause like, it's Hiyoko.
not Hiyoko. How could they do this to my little angel? No.
But overall, it was definitely a better game. It was good. I loved every second of it.
Yeah, there weren't as many lows as compared to the first one. There were better highs too. Definitely better sequel. Oh boy, we did this in an hour and 38 this time. Tune in for next week when we inevitably make this a 5-hour stream when we talk about V3 and when we swear the hype will be worth it.
I think, quote unquote, thinking.
Can't think on this channel.
I mean, you want to save it for next weekend?
I don't know. I don't know. Ask the chat. Ask the chat. Ask that one person there. They'll decide everything.
Yo, one person in the chat. Did you want to wait until next weekend when we finish it proper, or do you want us to go through V3 as well while we're here? Let's be honest.
No. Bitch in chat. Want us to do your fucking work now?
No, hey, listen. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Yeah, sure. That wasn't the tone at all.
No, you know what? I was trying to come off as just very welcoming. Just like, hey, do you want us to do this?
That was your idea of welcoming? What the hell is that?
Shut up, okay? The point being, they're deciding our fate now. Do we want to run through V3 or do you want to save it for freaking, next weekend? That's all that matters right now. Oh man.
The idea of friendly.
You know what? You could have asked him. It doesn't matter if I rule this damn chat. You could have asked him.
All right. I should just go and enjoy your weekends, man. No stress. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh, you hear that? You hear that? After you rudely insulted them and basically said, "Hey, whore."
Listen.
Choose what we're supposed to do.
Listen. I didn't say that. I did not say that. I don't know why you're trying to put this in my mouth like I said some shit.
You're like, Daddy needs to go somewhere, so you better decide real quickly where we need to go.
Where the hell am I gonna go? I don't got nothing to do. After this whole video, I'm gonna probably drop dead in my bed and watch Markiplier 3 Scary Games again.
Yeah, because you find them boring.
No.
Boring.
Bro, look who you're telling. After next Saturday, it's gonna be a bitch to make all this like one big supercut. This thing's gonna probably be like 60 hours. And I still gotta make that Bone Labs video. And still gotta make that Old Scare Girls video. Or I'm probably live streaming.
The comment is, look, the chat agrees with me. And they're always right.
Don't you encourage him. Don't encourage this person.
Yeah,
Look,
are you misgendering? Are you misgendering a comment section?
No, I'm telling them not to discourage you. Not to encourage you. Kicked me in the face, ate my food out my fridge. I would have saved you a crumb.
I believe it. I believe you do that to that person.
Oh, how are you painting me as the bad guy? I'm personally hurt.
Look what's happening. Yeah, after your friendly attitude, man, your friendly introduction.
No,
I wonder why.
I'm sorry, okay. Name I can't say, because it's like a crypto scam. But I'm sorry.
03 parenthesis NA. Hey, genuine question. Did the tone they give, the card we would give, did they actually feel like, oh man, this person asked me like a friendly question, or did it just feel like a hurry the fuck up with your answer kind of tone? What did you feel about it? I want to know.
I'm sorry. Okay. God damn.
Let him imagine the question. Let him imagine the question and see if they're just going with the hyperbole or not.
Oh boy, I can't wait for them to side with you and be like, I felt like I was scared for my safety, for my life. Oh boy, it felt like my feelings were fucking hurt.
They're just like, I had to personally clutch for my gun as soon as I heard that.
I had to embrace my Second Amendment. Oh boy, oh. Killing me here. Killing me.
God.
Oh, come on. Come on, 38, which I'm nicknaming you now to save time. Don't give them any power.
03 parenthesis N8.
Yes, I'm calling them 38.
Look, chat, basically, who do you agree with? The person who's been giving you content for years and who's been constantly doing this every chance he gets when he remembers. When
A cold sweat?
The cold.
Why you gotta? You know what? Why you gotta be so discouraging?
Let a single sound out of his mouth. Oh, I'm so glad.
Wow, I'm glad that my voice alone scares people. It brings them utter fear.
It's like Batman, but instead of being a person of justice, you just scare people to interact with you in your fucking trap.
Bro, it's not. You know what?
It's not that deep, bro.
Don't you use my logic against me. You know what? I'm so glad I did not want to play the good person persona anymore on damn YouTube. Oh, it feels so much.
Oh yeah,
better.
because after all that defensive shit, no, yeah, I don't want to be the good person anymore. Yeah.
Shimmering my timbers. What kind of? Oh, what kind of she shanty shit is this? Cause why I wasn't watching Pirates of the Caribbean. Cause my dog stepped on a bee.
Shivering my. I read that as just shivering in my Tims for a second. I was like, oh man, chat rich.
Oh, it's like they're shivering their Tims. No, they're shivering my Tims. They're speaking Black Flag lore, pirate shit. Oh man, I can't believe this shit. Like it's like an hour less. This is 2 hours less than what I was expecting.
Yeah, guess what? When we actually decide not to fuck around and actually decide, hey, maybe we should be conscious of the people who are watching us and their fucking time. Guess what?
I know.
We're allowed to finish things quicker.
I know. I'm kind of disappointed a little bit. It was just.
What you wanted? All right. We're gonna babble like baboons now. We're gonna completely waste your time. Fuck you, Chet. Your time ain't worth shit. It's only to listen to us now.
No, I just. No, I.
Pull up the low tier god video. There you go.
No, I'm just kind of sad that this shit was only like 2 hours less. Hell, about another like 9-8 minutes will go for 2 hours. I was like,
we could do we were doing the tier list thing, but let's see. After a few minutes, when I purchased that PlayStation Plus account, we can play something online. I don't know. Then we can just live stream that shit. That would be cool. That'd be all Gucci.
the hell we're going to live stream together? What games do you have that we could play?
Let's see. Nothing, and absolutely nothing.
It was Resident Evil.
In that specific order.
If it was Resident Evil 5, I'm like, alright, let's go play some Resident Evil 5.
Could you even do that online multiplayer? Because I don't remember.
Yeah, Resident Evil 5, you can.
Is there a Is it just mercenary mode, or is it actually just like, oh, you progress with the story?
Yeah, you can actually do story.
24 hours stream.
Hey, it's a thought. You can have my 24-hour schizophrenic stream, where I just ramble into a microphone, speaking like crazy dark arts.
Yeah,
Like,
no one wants that.
hey, I'm telling you, if you go pick up a game like Ghost of Tsushima, Final Fantasy Comrades, hell, even Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, Genshin
Oh my
Impact,
god.
Dying Light, I'm telling
Guys,
you,
uh,
Hat in Time,
mm,
cause that's co-op,
you-
if I remember correctly.
isn't that local though? I don't remember.
No, I think that was online. I think, give or take.
Google it, Mr. Google Man.
Hey, I'm a Bing man. I use Google be stealing my
Then
data.
Bing. Yeah, then Bing it, Bing Man. That's your job. You
Hey,
look it up.
hey, that's Bing
Am I
cheating.
gonna? Am I gonna have to bite the bullet and actually download Overwatch 2? Oh god.
I don't think you should
Oh
do that.
god. Oh god.
Oh, never mind. Online's only available through Steam. Fuck you.
Absolutely, you absolute pieces of shit. Battletoads 40-hour plus speed run.
Who even plays Battletoads?
Yeah, that's your look, that's your answer, Chat. Chat, guess what? Guess who doesn't play the single Battletoads game? That's a good fun
Hey,
online
hey,
multiplayer
at least
game.
I said you shouldn't get Fortnite. I could have said that. It's like, hey, you should go play some Fortnite. We get some dubs.
Yeah, let's go play Fortnite. Meanwhile, the gotcha players trying to duck me into a fucking cult.
Hey, I could have said go pick up Genshin Impact. I could say that.
You did say that.
That's right. Go get Genshin Impact.
Shut the hell up! I'm not doing this shit.
What are you afraid of? Just a little Genshin Impact.
You know what I'm afraid of? That I'm enabling you to do even more harm to your wallet.
I mean, it's not my wallet that's paying.
Like
It's
our
gonna be
good
your
friend.
wallet.
I'm not paying for your microtransactions. I don't give a shit about what I pull. At the end of the day,
You gotta be such a cold bastard about
I will literally just go ahead, and if I get the most common basic bitch unit of all time, I will just play that character forever.
But it got some light grinding, some RPG elements. It's like, never mind, I'm not gonna make that analogy. That's terrible.
And look, hey chat, look, he was about to compare it to Breath of the Wild, even though he's never played that and hasn't owned a Nintendo console. Oh man.
Like, can you send me your Switch so I can go play Tears of the Kingdom? I really want to play it.
How about you buy your own, you fucking mongrel?
A mongrel. I was gonna go live stream Breath of the Wild and be like, hey guys, I suck at this game.
Guys, it's like Genshin Impact.
Oh my goodness. Hey.
End this fucking stream. End this shit show. Oh, before I fucking
Fine.
Battletoads has like grinding and RPG elements.
All right.
I mean, if you mean grinding, if you mean grinding by grinding my head into a pulp by the time I get to the end of it, because that game's fucking hard. Then yeah, I guess.
Battletoads equals Breath of the Wild.
Oh, I wish. I mean, they do. I mean, it's the same. They both have frogs. Both heroes are green,
Mm-hmm.
and they're both slimy.
Oh, speaking of which, are you gonna go buy Tears of the Kingdom?
Maybe.
Okay, I was asking because that game looks really good, and I was assuming you're gonna go buy it.
Why don't you buy the Switch and see for yourself, mister? I spend $400 on gacha games.
I spend less than $200 on gacha games.
You spend nearly $400, and the only reason you're trying to make it downplay is because one of them got shut down after 8 years.
It was a good game. They did me dirty, bro. I can't take it. Oh my god, for a second there, I couldn't even spell a switch. I actually felt embarrassed.
Chat, make fun of his spelling error. Spam the Shadow the Hedgehog picture. You know the one I'm talking about.
What, nice spelling mistake? I win?
Yeah, exactly. And he's golden.
Let's see. Nintendo Switch. How much? Damn, 300 bones? Damn.
400.
I need to go pick up the
Emulate Tears of the Kingdom, do evil, be evil. Jesus Christ! And then you people wonder why the pirating websites get shut down so fast.
It's not bad. Buy a light's like $200, but 300 for like. Get the.
Hey chat, welcome to the Cryokumo financial stream, where we'll be budgeting today.
Not bad. Like, oh god. 400. It's not $400. Don't listen to him. I have probably spent at least less than 300 overall.
A light is like half that, bro. True.
What? I put like 100 in Genjin, 50 in Fate Grand, about 50 to 45 in Metal Slug Attack, and some here and there.
Not that. Don't. No, that is not a. That is a fucking lie.
It happened during my stimulus. You know, I gotta flex the stimmy.
Guys, this is why you should not send money to this YouTuber at all. Look what he's gonna do as soon as he gets it.
Don't listen to them. You should totally get me monetized and support my views and likes and everything. Once I get monetized, I'll be more motivated to do YouTube. It's like I'm actually making money off it.
You should support me no matter what I do. You have to be behind my back at all times.
You gotta believe my falsely justifiable cause.
You gotta believe every word I say, and you should not ever research anything in your own. Like me, for real.
Exactly.
Oh.
The less you know, the better. Going in blind is the funniest thing you could ever do.
It's the funniest thing, and then when you make a YouTube channel where you try to be like, I am the most factually intellectual person of them all on this channel, and let me tell you why.
No. Okay. No, it's not. Come on. I don't know why I gotta be like.
All you Ruby fans who like that one animator should just suck it up. He is now dead. He will be forever replaced.
I refuse to enable my gacha addiction. Why won't you enable it? Why won't you be an enabler for once? Why don't you support my
Because I have a moral conscience, unlike you. Unlike you, you fuck.
Support my cause. Like support my money grubbing addiction, okay?
And I wonder who chat likes more, me or you. I wonder.
By the way, they're talking. I'm pretty sure they like you more. At this point, you might have become the host of the show. Don't worry,
Shut the fuck up! I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not gonna be the guy that's like, fucking did a fucking insurgency on your fucking channel. After just 2 live streams.
It's okay. You could become the host, and I'll become the background character. You make the content, and I'll benefit all the benefits.
And then you'll start backseat writing me. That's how it's gonna turn out.
Exactly.
Oh god.
It'd be funny.
It would not. I am not gonna do your own YouTube channel for you.
It's not exactly doing it for me. Say it's like
Guys, I stole this one YouTube channel. It was really shit. And so I decided to make it better. It's like fucking Kitchen Nightmares where Ramsey is just going in and he sees like the state of the like restaurant, and it's like everyone's pissed, no one got what they wanted, the meals suck, the chef is literally just like, fuck all y'all came here anyway. Anyway, so y'all spend your own money.
Oh man.
And then Ramsey basically has to come in here and try to fix the situation as best as he can, and he fucking finds out some like random family drama shit.
Oh man. You know what? You know, we're done with this. We went on for 2
I am
hours
on
and
my
4
own
minutes.
team.
We're done with this. We have entertained them long enough. I'm pretty sure
I am on
the
my own team. Meanwhile, they've been agreeing with me mostly.
clickbait thumbnails win? Why the hell would I make clickbait thumbnails? Speaking
Have a
of,
large red circle at all times.
no, I'm gonna use the yellow text. What was they cooking? What was they thinking?
That's what you did with one of your videos. That's actually what you did.
Oh shit, I did. I need to go get rid of that damn video.
I need to get rid of all my videos. I need to clear my tracks from the start.
Just start over again. Just make a new account. Start posting videos there. Oh wait, never mind. I already have like a second channel, so I could just do that. Leave this one for dead and start over.
Okay, chat. Make sure when he links the channel, don't click on it.
Yep.
On it. Avoid it like the plague. You have a chance to restart your life.
Exactly. Run away. I'm making clickbait documentary videos. I'm making quickie videos.
I'm going to tell. You know, Sunny V2, I'm gonna be like that, but even worse.
No, I am not gonna make a clickbait trial like that. You won't believe how we rank these trials. Oh, that screams like pain. God.
That is something you would do though, so go ahead.
It's not.
Do it, Mr. Bowman.
I have morals, okay?
Yeah, Mr. Oh, Chuck, why won't you enable me to do my gotcha addictions?
Fine. I have
morals.
I have questionable morals, all right? There. I have questionable morals.
It's not questionable. It's not questionable if the thing is you're consistently gaslighting people. That's not questionable. That's just you being a piece of shit.
Fine. I'm a dirty piece of shit. I'm gaslighting my fan base to help me feed my addiction.
Exactly. Glad to know that you admitted this on stream. Even didn't end it.
You know, let's just wrap this up. I'm pretty.
Okay.
Marketing genius? I think that video flopped. Oh, God, why do I even why I let myself be tormented like this? Oh, wait for views and likes.
Because it's the funny. Marketing genius cool.
Hey, don't worry, 38. I got some videos coming in by the end of this week.
To be fair, Silent Voice is a perfect movie, but it's kind of clickbaity. Hey, but the reason I clicked for real.
Oh, man. Don't worry. I will make an actual good video this time. This time, I say.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be for that special thing that you said you were gonna do. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to reveal it because you threatened a lawsuit against me if I did.
What lawsuit? But what money?
I know, right?
The hell am I suing you for?
For everything. It'd be like defamation of character.
Oh, whatever. Well, it's time to wrap this up. We drove in them crazy long enough.
Yeah, now they hate everyone on here, and they're gonna start making their own content, and they're just be like, these two are the biggest pieces of shit on the entire planet.
Oh, God. Anyway. That has been the part 2 of this ranking trial. I'd like to thank everyone for showing up, and especially 38 over here. Oh, God. Bathtub stream. No.
Yeah.
I will rather become DSP than do a bathtub stream. No.
Well, aren't you already DSP?
No, I'd rather become like iDubbbz. Specifically.
Well, aren't you already? Oh well, no.
Yeah, you kind of forget I don't have a wife who has an OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, that's the reason why.
I'd rather become H3H3. There we go. That's better. Someone who's not funny and objectively just shit.
But he has a wife.
They all got wives.
And meanwhile, you're just the guy in the fucking corner being like, little do they know, I won't be like them in the future.
Exactly, because I'm single and I only have shit. That makes me one level better than everybody. This is
Hey,
what.
Chad,
Chat.
hey, Chad, are you happy about the fact that you get to hear such depressing things?
Oh
Like,
boy.
so casually.
Like just the most depressing, just self-deprecation. It's my favorite. Like, see, this is why I should probably stop live streaming.
And the fucking stream.
Oh, yep, I'm ending the stream. Wife has 200 sub reveal. What wife? God.
I got this wife from a specific Saturn Pacific island.
It's an island.
And I will not reveal her age. That's gonna be for my 300 subscriber special, and by then, hopefully, 2 years have passed.
God, you know what? I'm ending this shit.
For 6 years.
Everyone, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you for being here once again, and I will see you the next part 3 for the finale. Aren't you excited for that one?
Guys, he's only saying thanks to me so that way he'd seem nice, but really he fucking despises this idea.
I don't despise it. I'm just despising how game theory. Nope. I'm gonna keep my patience. Like that. Hurry. Say your piece. Say your lines. Just say it. Just say I was glad to be here. I can't wait to finish this off. Just say it before, just so I can end the stream proper.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the script out real quick. Hold on, because
What
this
script?
whole thing's been scripted the entire time.
This is all unscripted. We're doing this raw. You're making. I'm feeling a little tired. You know.
See, even this interaction chat is completely scripted. He wrote this exactly at this time moment, at this exact place. He knew exactly what he's doing.
How the
It's
hell
super
will I
genius.
script this? You gotta forget me scripting. That's already a flawed design.
Guys, he's covering himself up. He's doing it well.
Yeah.
Don't believe the lies.
I wrote a 2-hour script for a live stream.
For the funnies.
Scripted game theory. Like, I swear to God, if you don't say your last piece on this stream, just say it. So I got put it to bed.
Okay. Thank you to the person in chat, who's helped me in my time of need by getting the police to get involved in this. Yes, because I'm currently being kidnapped and I'm being held at this location.
Oh
You can
God.
hear. Put it on the screen. In your real home address when you do the supercut, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna love this supercut. It's gonna be a fucking good thing.
Anyway, thanks, Chad, for being here and talking and being on my side the entire time and not letting Karakuma get away with, frankly, a million crimes. And next time we'll do the V3 stream and hopefully it'll be even shorter or longer than this one. We don't know what we're hoping for because we're inconsistent like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But until then, I have been your lovely host with the most. And until next time, I have a bid you adieu.
Please help me, I've been kidnapped at this address, please.
Shut up!